Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to cover an important topic for anyone new to Docker. What is the difference between a Docker image and Docker container? Understanding this distinction is key to using Docker effectively. In this video, we will break down what images and containers are, how they relate to each other, and when to use each. So let's get started. First, what is a Docker image? A Docker image is a lightweight, standalone, and executable package that includes everything you need to run a piece of software. Okay, let's say that you need like such as application code, runtime, libraries, environment variables, and dependencies, etc. Okay, think of a Docker image like a blueprint or a recipe. It contains all the instruction and ingredients needed to make a specific dish when you want to create that dish. You follow the recipe. Similarly, a Docker image has everything needed to run an application, and you use it to create a container. Okay, so what is a container? A container is a running instance of a Docker image. Think of it as taking a recipe, which is a Docker image, and using it to actually create the dish, which is a container. The container is the live running environment where your application runs. Imagine you have a blueprint for a house that's the Docker image. When you build the house using that blueprint, it becomes a physical structure. That's the Docker container. The image defines how everything should be set up, and the container is the actual thing running based on that setup. The second thing we need to talk about, which is the key differences between the Docker images and containers. And the first thing we'll talk about, which will be the static phase running. Docker images are static files that define contents of your application, like its code, dependencies, and runtime. They are not running, they are just a package state. On the other hand, Docker containers are dynamic. They are running instance of those images. You can think of an image as something you prepare and container as something you run. Okay, let's look at life cycle. An image is created once and you can use it to start multiple containers. The life cycle of an image is different from that of a container. An image can be shared, reused, and pulled from Docker Hub, while containers have their own life cycle. They can be started, stopped, and deleted. The third thing we want to talk about the use cases. Docker images are used to define your application environment, essentially a frozen snapshot of everything your application needs. And they are used for portability and consistency across different environments. Docker containers are used to actually run your application. They are the active environments where your application code is executed, responding to user requests and performing tasks. Okay. Also, we need to talk about a practical example. So wait a minute. Where is the practical example here? Yeah, this is the. No, this is not. Where is my example? This is the practical example. Okay. So let's see this action. I will start by creating an image from a Docker file. Where here is it's a pretty simple image, and after that you can run a container based on that. You can run the container. Wait a minute. Let me just. Yep. So to be able to write on it. Right now we have an image, and now we can run the container. We can run it by build it, docker build, and to build the image we use docker build command. This command takes a Docker file, builds the image, and tags it as for example my node app. And now we have our image, and we can just run the container. We can hit this one, docker run /d3 3000, and this command start a container based on my app image. The container is now running, and application inside is serving requests on port 3000. Okay, so let's talk about when to use. let's go back to the text. So let's talk about when to use image, when to use containers. Um, Use Docker image to package your application and all of its dependencies. Images are static, reusable, and shareable artifacts. Use Docker containers when you want to run your application. Containers are dynamic instances that execute your code and provide the environment for your application to function. So to wrap up, Docker images are like blueprints, providing reproducible definition of everything your application needs. Docker containers are the running instances based on those images, providing a consistent environment to execute your code. Understanding this distinction is crucial for using Docker effectively. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and see you in future videos.